What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode of Community Universe Mode edition number 410 to be exact, and number 108 of Fusion. Never going to be able to fully get that intro like nailed down because I'm always forgetting either what episode of CMV it is or what episode of the certain show it is. But 410 of Community Universe Mode overall, number 108 of Monday Night Fusion, my friends. The fallout from this past Sunday's King of the Ring event, and of course still on the horizon, just 2 weeks away now, is Validation. The first of the big four pay this season, Fusion and Genesis, going to be featured on that event. Some colossal matches already set, a stat card, guys, and tonight, another huge match added to the card. We knew that Hayden had Validation, but we did not know who his opponent would be. So earlier tonight, Hayden came out here. He said, "Who are you going to throw at me? Ziggler, Anderson, Angel? I'll beat both of those guys." He started lifting off names. He said, "Sane." You know, there's talk since the season started that Justin Sane's going to be coming back for Hayden and his world championship. But then Johnny Simpson guys would come out and say, no, Hayden, it's not any of those guys. It's not Ziggler. We know he doesn't deserve it. We know it's not Anderson. It's not Angel. No, it's not Andrew Briggs, the 5th annual King of the Ring winner, as he will be getting his prize, of course, for winning King of the Ring, the world title shot at Sacrifice, Fusion's next pay-per-view exclusive event. He'll be taking on the winner of Hayden and his opponent, as Johnny Simpson, guys, dropped a bomb, bringing back Bison the Barbarian, Season 1 veteran, the OG monster of CMV, guys. Bison sizing up Hayden, then went face-to-face in the ring, 2 Season 1 GOATs, before Bison would psych out Hayden, send him tumbling out of the ring. Certainly went a hell of a stare down, guys. So it's official. Bison Hayden for the CMV Undisputed Championship at Validation in 2 weeks. Bison has had one hell of a career in CMV. He's a 2-time international champion, world tag team champion, but despite multiple opportunities, he has never been able to win the big one, especially last season. He had like 3 cracks at the Alpha World Championship, but he just couldn't get the job done. And of course, at the end of last season, he was drafted to Fusion. We haven't seen him since the start of this season, though, but now he's back, looking to finally get that world championship. But in order to do so, he's going to have to get back a man. He's fought in the past. Bison and Hayden, I think they fought twice one-on-one. Both those times were way back when in Season 2, though, but Hayden did win both encounters. Certainly, both men are in different places in their lives and careers, but starting off the show here, guys, got so into talking about Bison being back and Hayden that we missed Perry Hayden making his way to the ring here, as here comes Logan Hale now. Logan Hale, of course, was a part of King of the Ring this past Sunday. Didn't get past the first round, though. Lost out to, of course, the winner, Andrew Briggs. Perry Hayden failed to even qualify for King of the Ring on last week's Fusion in that triple threat light heavyweight title match. He wasn't the one pinned. Briggs did pin Kendall. No, he actually was the one pinned. Kendall didn't get pinned to lose his title. But once more, Perry Hayden still unbeaten one-on-one in his CMV career that now spans a good 5-6 months. Well, Logan Hale changed that tonight. You can see that Miles Kelly, Logan Hale's good friend and tag team partner, is coming down in his corner. Kelly was also a part of King of the Ring this past Sunday. He made it to the semis, actually. He got past Maceo Hume in the first round, but then took a loss to Ryan Kent in the semis. As here we go, guys. A staff card getting underway. As look at that, Perry Hayden tripping up Logan Hale and hammering away with some right hands. Logan Hale, of course, hopefully did his homework and knows that Perry Hayden is so dangerous. Those submission holds of his, the sleeper hold, the crossface chicken wing, and most recently he's been using the Rings of Saturn to win his matches. Logan Hale ain't no lackey either, though. A champion in multiple companies around the world. But of course didn't have such a great stint last season here in CMV over on Unmatched. Hoping to change that here on Monday Night Fusion. That was heated with ease. The strength on display, a reverse claw slam. That reminds me, guys, that Damien is in action tonight. Actually, in our co-main event, looks to go to 13-0 So he'll be taking on the debuting Dave Daniels. We have 2 debuts because also up next after this match, I'm pretty sure, JT Fury making his first appearance in CMV as he'll be taking on Flashy. We've also had the ATL and Killswitch making their fusion debuts against each other and a rematch from last week's Reality Wrestling. And of course, guys, in our main event, some more tag team action as Travis King and Chris Diamond going to take on Johnny Columbus and Paul Devine. A preview of that huge 8-man elimination tag match coming up at Validation as Perry Heenan fights his way back into the ring. Now taking it to Logan Hale with a trio of clotheslines that could just take any man's head off. Perry Heenan looking to hashtag make it a win here. Now clothesline and Logan Hale right out of the ring. Miles Kelly, guys, actually is in action a little bit later on tonight. He'll be going one-on-one with United States champion Harvey Hastings, but obviously is out here showing his support for Logan Hale. I'm sure Hale will reciprocate later on for Kelly's bout against Harvey. Look at that forearm smash after those kicks to the chest. Logan Hale having his way with Heenan. Will he be the first man to defeat the Pitbull one-on-one? Referee Murphy already at count of 4 as Logan Hale is able to counter another spear attempt. 5 now. And we are getting dangerously close to that vintage CMV count out here to start off the show. 6, but Logan Hale's not having it. Brings the fight back into the ring. Heenan now brought up to his feet. Jawbreaker going to send him tumbling down like a sack of stones. And now it's Hale, who's feeling pretty good about himself right now, dropping a little present to the nether region where the sun don't shine there. Heenan stunned as Hale goes to the second turnbuckle. Missile drop kick, gonna take him down. Double boots to the chest. Hale is loving the way that this match is going so far. Miles Kelly cheered him on as Logan rebounds off the rope. Shin to the side of the head. Jeez, doesn't get much more straightforward than just kicking your opponent right in the face. And now the barrel roll, looking to do a barrel roll, but Perry Heenan, well scouted, saw it coming. Now an Irish whip. Logan Hale rebounds right back into a second spear. Might have cracked a rib, it looks like. Logan Hale clutching at his midsection. As now Perry Heenan with an Emerald Flosion. Hale might right where he wants him, but no, Logan Hale able to fire back and counter a signature attempt, I do believe. Back and forth these 2 men go. Stomp down the lower back now, grabbing a hold of that arm. Perry Heenan's begging Hale, please, now as he throws him overhead with that monkey flip. Miles Kelly is loving it right now. Grabbing him by those ears, face to face they go. Kick to the midsection, counter with an elbow to the knee. Now a front headlock by Perry Heenan. Double leg takedown by the former Anarchy champion. Oh, a little bit of a oof. Balking. Letting everybody know he's still good to go. As Heenan going to try again for this cutthroat slam. Logan Hale, big time trouble, falling into the deep end, hooks the leg. Does Heenan, will that be enough? No, just a 2 count. Can't seem to believe it. Perry Heenan in a bit of denial, but now shakes the cobwebs as he lines up the shot. Logan Hale got a counter here. It's going to be over. Up on the shoulders. Bam! Face first to the canvas now. Heenan, can he lock it in? Can he lock it in? If he turns Hale over, it's over. Yeah, there it is. Rings of Saturn cinched in deep. Can Hale try to counter? Will he be forced to submit here? Whoa! Leo! Hale breaking the hold. Couple of elbows straight to the face. He called him Leo. Logan not going down so easy. Not going to be just another victim for the Pitbull. But now Hale's got to work overtime here. Got to try to finish with this opportunity he's created for himself. Kick to the gut. Rebounds off the ropes. Oh, axe kick by Logan. That's something new. I haven't seen Hale do that before. Feeling good about himself. Will Logan Hale be the first man to defeat Perry Heenan one-on-one? Oh! He is! He's gonna steal the Rings of Saturn. Logan Hale gonna rub salt in the wound. Insult to injury as he locks in Perry's own submission hold. Will he force her to tap out with it, or can Perry escape? No! Perry taps! Perry forced to submit to his own submission move, and Logan Hale becomes the first man to ever defeat Perry Heenan one-on-one. Oh boy, what? Oh, Miles Kelly act like he's injured. A handshake here between the tag team partners. I'm sure that Logan Hale will be in Miles Kelly's corner later on tonight when he fights Harvey Hastings. But tonight, to kick off the show, Hale with a great win. Clutching at his ribs, all sweaty. What was he doing over there in that corner, huh? Note to self, the 1 o'clock time frame on Wednesdays, not a day when people can watch, it seems. Rip in peace. I couldn't stream on Monday, okay? I couldn't stream on Tuesday either, all right? All right, but here we go. Kicking off the show with a huge upset. Logan Hale becoming the first man to go over Heenan one-on-one. And now in our second matchup, leading the first of 2 debuts. Later on, Dave Daniels going to try his hand in the co-main event as he'll be taking on the beaten Damien. But right now, it is JT Fury going head-to-head with Flashy. A little bit of trash talk, actually, on Twitter between these two when the match card was first posted. Flashy saying he's going to make an example out of JT Fury. Of course, it's been a tough season for the Double Y Superstar. Not able to gather a whole lot of victories. Only 1 to his name so far. Chris Diamond even chipped in and said, hey, you're good at putting over the newcomers, Flashy. Just do your job. Chris Diamond and Flashy would have a little bit of heat between each other, but Diamond better be focused on that main event tonight. His first main event here in CMV. Teaming with King against Johnny Columbus and Paul Devine. That preview of the 8-man elimination tag coming at Validation. Oh, I like it. JT Fury, ladies and gentlemen, arriving in CMV. Looking to make an impact in his debut here. I mean, I've said it time and time again, Flashy indeed has not had a great season. But the kid has potential. Last season I said he could be the future of Monday Night Fusion, and I'm still sticking to my guns, all right? So he best not be underestimated. I already did. Yeah, Voodoo, recap Cop's promo for us real quick in the chat. JT Fury ready to go, ready to impress the CMV universe here. Well, Flashy not looking to be pushed over anymore. Chance to finally start collecting some wins, finally get back on track. Can only lose so much, loss after loss after loss till cracks start to show. And we saw that a couple of weeks ago, actually, when Flashy attacked one of his opponents after a match. Oh. Ew, school. Here we go. JT Fury, Flashy one-on-one. Referee rings that bell. The action continues. Yeah, it actually does continue tonight after Logan Hale picked up that big win over Perry Heenan. Now JT Fury with a side headlock to Flashy, but a head scissors transition by Flashy. Now going to take him in control, but Fury bounces right back to that side headlock that he's so keen on. Feeling each other out early on. Obviously, the first time they've ever fought one-on-one. Standing side headlock now by Flashy. Transitions into an armbar held on JT. Now a trip up. JT Fury's like, that hurt, motherfucker. Flashy closes right back in. Punch to the gut, though, by the newcomer. Charges in, maybe going for a takedown or something, but a gut wrench suplex instead. Flashy going to catch him with. Vertical base now. Front headlock by the Double Y Superstar. The man quick as lightning. Knee to the chest. Thought he was just going to let him go there for a second. Making him smell his armpits, but Fury now going to go for a run. Rebounds off the ropes right into a bicycle knee attempt, but now ducks a... Oh, Rip Murphy almost squashed there. I don't know how he made it out of there. Fury going to bring Flashy up in the air. Wheelbarrow face buster. Chest and face just smashing off that canvas. Now, bam! Stomping right down out of the bicep. Going to hurt that arm. And of course, Flashy needs his arms for his finishing maneuver, that flash in the pan, jumping cutter. Obviously, JT Fury doing his homework to know to go after the arms. Back body drop now, a lifting reverse DDT. Flashy already in big time trouble. Fury not done though as it goes up to that second turnbuckle. Guys up next, ATL and Killswitch make their fusion debuts in a rematch against each other from last week's Reality Wrestling. It's actually two Wise Voodoo, Flashy, JT Fury, I do believe, may have tried for some sort of signature maneuver there. Flashy was able to reverse it. Now a suplex reverse STO. Fury just no-selling right back up to his feet. Goes for a back elbow to Flashy, but Fury saw him coming, puts him in the corner, elbow to the side of the head, a million miles a minute, tip for tap, back and forth they go. Now Flashy with an pipe driver. Old school goes Flashy there. Very, very well-rounded superstars, Flashy. Very technical, a well-paced wrestler. Also a high flyer, likes to take risks there. Clothesline out of the ring right there. Like garbage. Voodoo is definitely the gay of CMV. Look at this now. Speaking of the high-risk offense that Flashy loves to go to in his matches, JT Fury making sure he can as he targets that leg. Now to the top rope. Fury letting us show that he's athletic too, and a risk taker with that corkscrew sent from the top rope to the outside of the ring. Holy shit. But then Flashy bounces right back, throws Fury into the ring, kick to the gut like a down unwanted dog, stomp down onto the knee. Mamma mia, Fury definitely looking to show the CM Universe what he's all about here in his first match. Nice counter there by JT as now he looks to finish with the opening that he's created. Lining up the shot up onto the shoulders. TKO by Fury. Quick but effective. 1, 2. No, ooh, Flashy able to kick out there. Still a bit left in the tank. Fury, though, says no problem, man. Continues his onslaught from the driver's seat springboard moonsault. Not done, though. Jawbreaker by Flashy as he closes the distance. Up onto the shoulders goes Fury now, but a quick reversal. DDT gonna bring him down. Seated position, soccer ball kick, lining up the shot. Cracking that spine into a million tiny pieces. Hook to the jaw now. Oh, going for a roll-up, maybe? No, but lets him go. Then a butterfly DDT. Cheeky. Flashy no-selling like a champ. Right back up to his feet. He pops. Wicked spine buster. What a match here between these two. Flashy not taking it easy on the newcomer, as he lets the... He would like, I should say, to let the CM Universe know he's still alive and rolling. Couple of double axe handles. Now a roll through with a boot to the side of the head. JT Fury, purely out of instinct, looks for refuge in the corner. Flashy now charged him for a cartwheel or a front flip. I don't know, clothesline attempt. Whatever it was, a little bit too flashy, if you will. Oh, TKO! Flashy using JT Fury's own maneuver against him right there to soften him up. As now Flashy looks to finish. Kick to the midsection. Oh, knee to the throat. Flashy wasted no time. Hyped as hell. The fans behind him. Oh, did it go for Flash in the pan? I don't know what he tried for there, but it was countered. Should stick to what works, Flashy. Counter after counter. Oh, a little bit of a twirling scoop slam there. JT Fury just fritzing out into the pin out of desperation. Flashy hopes that'll be enough, but just a 2 count. Azrael's in action later on tonight. He'll be taking on Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler, actually. And what should be a very interesting matchup. Looking forward to that one. Let's look at this. Flashy going up to the top now. You can see how slow he's moving, how his shoulders are slumping. Still looks to take the risk. Will it pay off? Shooting star. No, might have just cost himself big time. As Fury looks to capitalize. Kick to the midsection. Pump handle set up here. Into a gut buster. To the corner now goes Fury. Thought he might try for a maneuver, but instead lets out a mighty roar, mocking or pandering to the CM Universe. I'm not too sure. We don't know JT Fury that well. As now he lines up the shot once again. If he hits this a second time, TKO. And that's gotta be it. Hooks the leg as the newcomer. 1, 2, 3, and JT Fury victorious in his CMV debut. Certainly was not easy. Flashy gave him a run for his money. Great back and forth matchup, but in the end, Fury prevails with a successful matchup at his debut. A lot of close calls, man. Right here, Flashy actually tried to finish. I don't know what he was going for. Usually he likes to finish his matches with the flash in the pan, but he had a different setup. And here's what finally did it. A second TKO from JT. Proved just a bit too much for Flashy to handle. JT looking excited as hell for this victory on Monday Night Fusion number 108. JT celebrating now, taking his leave, guys. We get ready for more tag team action here on Monday Night Fusion. Coming up next. As we have the Fusion debuts of both the ATL Kill Switch. A rematch from last week's Reality Wrestling was a very high-paced back-and-forth tag match between the two, but the ATL ended up remaining unbeaten, going to 3-0, getting the win over Chris Sullivan and Kevin Silva, while Kill Switch have the chance to come back here tonight in a big way. The Fusion Tag Team Division this season is most definitely, as the kids would say today, lit. A lot of teams going after them tag team titles, especially the ATL been very vocal on Twitter about wanting to get booked on Fusion and wanting a tag team title opportunity. They got one of the two. If they can win here, go to 4-0, maybe they just might get that future tag team title opportunity. But I can announce for you guys that next week, the Go Home Edition, episode 109 of Monday Night Fusion, the tag titles will be on the line. The Anarchist guys, Crow and Caleb Reed, will be challenging Dance Party and the Von Braun's third defense of the tag team title. Of course, this is just our first tag team match. Our main event, guys, going to see tag team action return to the ring. A preview of the 4 elimination match coming at Validation in 2 weeks. Team King, of course, will take on Team Divine, but tonight it's just Travis King and Chris Diamond taking on Johnny Columbus and Paul Divine. We saw one of Divine's teammates that he picked, Logan Hill, at the top of the show, get a nice win for himself, putting down Perry Heenan, and we're actually going to see Miles Kelly after this match take on Harvey Hastings. Harvey Hastings, of course, a team member of Travis King's, so that could good a win for Kelly if he can do so, get some momentum for he and Team Divine. Voodoo, if you can tell me what ATL stands for, I'll give you a nice back rub. Every time Flashy loses, he's just going to add another L to his name. Here we go. Flashy. The ATL finally made it to the big stage they've been wanting to be ever since they debuted. These two men are very cocky and full of themselves, but with good reason. If you haven't seen them compete, they are like a well-oiled machine. Two very athletic superstars. And that's why they're unbeaten. Kill Switch are going to change that tonight, though. Unfortunately, that answer is wrong, Voodoo. Malcolm Fry and Deshaun Porter getting closer and closer to that tag team title opportunity they yearn for. Tonight, I should say, could be just the win they need. And just maybe, depending on what General Manager Johnny Sampson thinks, they'll be next in line to face the Anarchists or Dance Party, whoever walks out as champions next week. And here we go. That's only if ATL can get past these two men. Chris Sullivan there on the left and the Portuguese wrestling god, Kevin Silva, on the right. So far in their tag team careers, Killswitch not been doing too hot, struggling to get a win. Kev Silva in singles competition got himself a victory a couple of weeks ago, though. I see I just got a whisper, but I can't look at that, so sorry, whoever sent me that. I'll check it out after the stream ends. But here we go, me ladies. Tag team action. Third match of the night. That's going to be Malcolm Fry and Chris Sullivan starting things off against each other. Sullivan pushing Fry into the corner. Well, we got a clean break between these two teams. Like I said, a highly competitive back-and-forth matchup between them last week on Reality Wrestling. Killswitch would definitely love to even up the score here, though. Get that big W and their Fusion debut. Malcolm Fry taking Chris Sullivan down to the canvas with a little bit of a cheeky waist lock. Uppercut to the midsection. Now a front headlock by Malcolm. Modified suplex going to take him down. Facebook? No, I can't check that right now. Down on one knee now. Malcolm Fry. We know that the ATL love their suplex variations. Capture, T-bone, doesn't matter. They're all about them plexus, baby. Of course, their finishing maneuver that they actually knocked off Killswitch with last week is that Northern Lights suplex with the bridge, following a high knee and an enziguri combo. Now a tag to Kevin Silva. Guys, this guy is a versatile striker. Those kicks, those punches are nasty. And the ATL had best be weary of them. Lifting reverse DDT right there, though. I mean, you might as well just ask me whatever you got to ask me in chat. Nobody's here but Voodoo. He's just lurking. Grabbing him by the ears, bringing him to his feet face to face. They are. Fry looks to turn it around with a vertical suplex. It looks like stalling a little bit in the air before dropping him back down. Once more brought to his feet. Malcolm Fry not slowing down for a minute. Another vertical suplex. No, Kevin Silva says one's enough. No thanks. Knee down at the top of the head. And then it's gonna take him off his feet. I always say frequent tags are the name of a game in a tag team matchup to keep you and your partner fresh. Also cutting off the ring from not allowing your opponent to make a tag to their partner. Has always seen success here in CMV. As Kevin Silva looks to do just that, gingerly walking Malcolm Fry over to his corner, but just before he makes the tag to Chris Sullivan, a couple of back elbows to the midsection might crack a rib. Fry going to free himself as now he shoots in, but an Irish whip countered. Now on the apron is Fry, goes for a shoulder thrust. Instead, an enziguri going to send him tumbling backwards. Spaghetti legs, goes for a shotgun dropkick, maybe right there. Kevin Silva, though, steps out of the way, and now a capture suplex of his own, showing Fry how it's done. Hooks the leg right there, but only a 2 count. You see Chris Sullivan trying to rally the CM Universe behind he and Silva here. Ah, but Fry with a hero slam, going to turn things around just like that. And the end might be nigh. ATL and their Fusion debut, looking to wrap things up. Tagged to Sean Porter, and here we go. This is what knocked off Killswitch last week. That high knee enziguri combo, and then look at the beautiful execution by the Sean Porter Northern Lights. Amazing bridge, grabs the leg, 1, 2, oh, but Chris Sullivan not only breaks up the pin, but also takes out Malcolm Fry. Where the hell did Sullivan just go, by the way? He jumped the rope and disappeared. Oh, there he is, tumbling way down to the outside. I did. I guess that this just isn't a good time frame, but look at this, guys. Kevin Silva with a dominable stretch, and unfortunately doesn't keep it locked in long. Sean Porter's barely taking any damage in this matchup, able to escape with a cheeky hip toss. Wrong place to be right there. Asking for the tag, makes it. Mayhem right now. What is happening? Oh, misses the calf kick attempt. Silva on the outside, which means Sullivan now isolated. A lot of people are still in school too, you know. Maury 702, etc. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Couldn't stream on Monday. Look at Chris though, rolling high with a trio of kicks directly to the face. Ain't done. Hook to the jaw from behind. Half Nelson backbreaker. With Silva still down, Chris knows that he's got to try to finish this matchup off on his own. What's he going to try for here? Final cut by Sullivan. Grabs that leg. 1. Oh, just a 1 count though. Back body drop. Silva going to get taken back out to the ring just like that. As soon as he gets to his feet. 16 or 17, but that still puts him in 10th, 11th grade. Or 11th, 12th. DDT gonna bust Malcolm Fry wide open. Then a springboard leg drop. Look at Sullivan go. Taking on both members of ATL all by himself. I don't know why he keeps going for Malcolm. Deshaun is the legal man. Speaking of Deshaun, now back to his seat. It looks like Malcolm Fry is going to take care of Silva. Keep it on the outside. As Fry with a clothesline, another clothesline. Ducks the clothesline of Sullivan. Pop-up double boost to the chest. Going to fling back Sullivan. Look at that. Deshaun Porter rolling, baby. He's feeling it. The energy coursing through his veins. Sullivan put in the corner. Oh, looks like an O'Connor roll German suplex. No bridge to the pin, though. I see Silva moving around out there. There he is. As Deshaun makes the pin. Can Silva save his tag team partner? Yes, he can. Finally returns to the apron to Silva. Deshaun just going to knock him right off. What an asshole. As he turns back to Sullivan, lines him up in a blue thunder bomb. Looking to take it home. 1, 2, 3, and he does. The ATL remain unbeaten and are victorious in their Fusion debut. Once again, having the number of kill switch. What a match, though. Kill switch got to change their game plan. They got to do something. Not a great ride. Very bumpy so far in their CMV careers. But for the ATL, they just keep on rising, boy. I didn't even see Malcolm Fry get busted open in that match. But he certainly is bleeding a little bit, donning the scars of battle. But he and Deshaun Porter go to 4-0 now, and it's finding it harder and harder to argue that they deserve a tag team title opportunity. Obvious, I don't remember what I said a minute ago, let alone 5 minutes ago, all right? Fact of the matter is, ATO go to 4-0, kill switch fall once again at their hands. And Johnny Sampson just might have to give Fry and Porter what they want, what they've been yearning for, what they've been barking for. They got my vote. I think they should most definitely be next in line. Of course, next week, the Anarchists and Dance Party finally going to meet for the tag team titles. Whoever walks out as champions there, though, should definitely meet the ATL. Hey, what up, Amused? This is the 4th matchup of the evening right here we're getting ready for. At the top of the show, Logan Hale became the first man ever to beat Perry Heenan one-on-one. Fury made a successful debut last year in a pretty great back-and-forth matchup. And then we just saw the ATL defeat Killswitch. Still a lot to get to. Ashriel Jacob Ziegler one-on-one after this. Then we've got Damian looking to go 13-0 as he takes on the Dave Daniels. Then in the main event, Travis King and Chris Diamond take on Johnny Columbus and Paul Devine. A preview of what's to come in 2 weeks of Validation. That huge 8-man tag team elimination match. But indeed, right now, the United States champion is going to be in action. Harvey Hastings, of course, accompanied by his massive bodyguard and Mason Ross. Going head-to-head with the legit gentleman Miles Kelly, of course, joined by Logan Hale. Kelly was in Hale's corner at the top of the show, so now Logan returning the... Let's see if Kelly can continue to build the momentum for Team Divine on the road to Validation. Of course, we know Harvey Hastings is a member of Team King. Travis King certainly picked himself a stacked team, if I say so. Leading Harvey Hastings, Chris Diamond, and Matt Devious into battle. Of course, Divine's team is nothing to shake your head at. Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, and Miles Kelly. Oh, look at this. Mason Ross. Look how Harvey hides behind Ross. That's just what he did 2 weeks ago, remember? Harvey Hastings was supposed to defend his title against Troy Myers, but instead he sent in Mason. And of course, Ross would end up tearing Troy Myers apart. Harvey with a smug smile on his face. He knows that there ain't too many guys are going to step up to this Swedish fucking monstrosity. I don't know where Harvey found this guy, but he certainly knows how to pick him. Harvey's like, yeah, try me. Come at me, anybody, I dare you. Harvey must be paying Mason Ross well in them francs. That's the lifetime supply of sauerkraut. But this is Harvey Hastings in action, not backing out this time. As we await the arrival of the former and longest reigning CMV Rising Star Champion, the legit gentleman, Miles Kelly, of course involved in King of the Ring this past Sunday, made it to the semifinals before falling out. Hey, there's 702. All about that momentum on the way to validation. Logan Hale scooped up a little bit. We'll see if Kelly can then in our main event. A tag team matchup. Round out the night. Of course, Miles Kelly with a win here for himself. Guys can put him right in line for a crack at the United States Championship. As I'm speaking here, I haven't heard a word from General Manager Johnny Sampson as to who he might be looking to throw at Harvey Hastings for his title. Certainly isn't the first time that Kelly and Hastings have fought each other in a matchup. It was a fatal four-way last month. But now they go one-on-one non-title matchup. Harvey Hastings, Miles Kelly fixing those knee pads. As Murphy rings that bell and we get it on. Got to watch out for the lurking beast that is Mason Ross ringside. And, of course, Logan Hale in the corner of his friend and tag team partner Kelly here. Right out of the gate, that modified double knee backstabber. Not a great way to start things off for Double H. Knife edge chop. Going to let out that chest like the 4th of July. Punch to the gut, though, to reciprocate by Hastings. Now he shoots in. Discus forearm smash attempted. I don't know why that didn't connect. I guess a force field put up by Kelly. Side headlock in a standing position. Throws him off. Does Harvey watch out? Murphy rebounds into a super kick. Counter though with an elbow to the knee. Now a scoop slam. A little bit of a cheeky twirl, but drops him before he can slam with a reverse DDT. Nicely executed there. DDT gonna spike him. Woo. Mamacita. Lining up the shot now is Harvey Hastings. Shining Wizard. Always an effective and deadly maneuver, just putting your boot right to the back of an opponent's head. Face to face, they stand out. Front headlock by the assassin who drops a jawbreaker. Logan Hale with his arms crossed like, I'm not too impressed with you, Harvey. Logan Hale was in that fatal four-way as well last month alongside Kelly and Hastings. That was the fatal four-way that Troy Myers actually ended up winning to get the quote-unquote United States title match he did 2 weeks ago. DDT again off the kneeling position. Harvey Hastings definitely has a favorite move in this match. Oh, trouble. You can't just come in here. Oh, headshot by Harvey Hastings, who then turns to the crowd. Harvey Hastings, the United States champion, feeling proud of himself right now. As he takes Kelly for a cheeky little walk, leans him up against the ropes with a back body drop, puts him on the apron. Miles Kelly with a peace sign to the crowd, let him know he's okay. Taking his eye off the ball, brings him in. Couple of forearms to that back, jeez, over and over. And now Kelly, double knee backstabber. Gonna send shooting pains up and down that spine. Trouble, be still my beating heart. Up to the top rope. Now Kelly with a knee drop. Can you imagine if he got that off? That might be such an underrated maneuver, a knee drop from the top rope. Just cave your opponent's face in. Northern Lights now by a double H. Beautiful bridge as he looks to finish this matchup off with just a 1 count. Hey, what up, Zentrix? Jawbreaker by Harvey Hastings. Looks like Kelly might be in La La Land. Harvey Hastings not done though. Kicks the midsection. Attempted. Trips up that leg. Spins him around. Ankle lock. We've seen Kelly using this pretty frequently in his last couple of matches. Just coming out of nowhere. Real American patriot. Harvey Hastings having some trouble. There we go. Finally turns over. Thought he was actually about to tap. Of course, Hastings has a deadly submission hold in his arsenal he likes to utilize. As we get the long road home right there. Fisherman's driver. The Anaconda of Ice, but usually likes to finish his matches off on the top rope with that Blitzkrieg shooting star press. So Kelly's got to watch for Harvey trying to go up to the top. Another headshot right here. Gonna ring that bell. Remember when he had the pink one, Albius? Was that the highlight, the peak of your life? When Harvey Hastings had the pink nappy? Was that it for you? Only a 2 count there. Harvey turned into the ref like, I can't believe it. You're kidding me. That was a 3. But now realizes that he's got to keep his head above water. There we go. Gave Miles Kelly some time. The legit gentleman going to use it. Throw it right back at the United States champion. Goes for a grapple. Reverse though by Harvey, and there it is! Harvey with the Uranagi slam now transitioned into the Anaconda of Ice. Will Miles Kelly be forced to submit? Harvey's got it locked in, middle of the ring, nowhere for Kelly to go. But a couple of those knees to the back of the head gonna free the legit gentleman so that he can keep on going. That was a close call. Kelly knows it, so now he's gonna look to finish with the opening he's created. Double knees to the gut, vintage Kelly. Ah, but Mason Ross, the personal bodyguard of the United States champion, now distracting Miles Kelly, allows Harvey to get to his feet as he shoots in, and a second time taking Kelly down, locks in the Anaconda of Ice. Can Kelly escape a second time, or will that be it? Will he be forced to submit? He does! Miles Kelly forced to tap thanks to Mason Ross. Harvey Hastings victorious over the legit gentleman. Harvey Hastings, thanks to the assist from his personal bodyguard and Mason Ross, able to score the victory by locking in a second Anaconda of Ice and forcing Kelly to tap out. Mason Ross is paid for something, guys. He doesn't get all those franks and sauerkraut, you know, just for being a nice guy. He did his job here tonight and making sure that Harvey Hastings got this victory and some momentum for Team King. Look at Mason Ross staring down at Miles Kelly. I don't like the way he's looking at him. Looking at him like a meat on a slab. Man, Miles Kelly really took his eye off the ball there. If he just didn't fall for Mason Ross's trash talk, he was about to wrap up the match and get the win himself. Excuse me there a moment. Was taking a quick couple of sips of the water. The old water. Clearing up the throat, you know. For this next matchup, our tertiary main event. Yeah, is that what we should do? Hey, what up, Assassins? This might be one of the quickest fusions to date. It hasn't gone by quick at all, but it says it's only been live 50 minutes. This is already the tertiary. We've only got 2 matches left after this. Damian taking on the debuting Dave Daniels, and in the main event, Travis King and Chris Diamond against Johnny Columbus and Paul Devine. But first, the Boa Big Asshole is set for action. Last week, Azrael, a bit frustrated that he hasn't been booked in a couple of weeks, in an interview said, "I'm issuing the Azrael Open Challenge every week from now on. Anybody can step up and take me on. I'm going to stick it to management and show them why I should be a main event player." The former 2-time international champion and Fusion Tag Team champion. Why didn't it cut? Usually it cuts to The Rock. I guess not. That might have been a command for the other bot that I got rid of. I only have one bot now. The one that does FUPA and Winter and all that. Oh, man, that... a bit fucking, Jesus, did it again. It scared me again, too. I was trying to prepare for it as well. Azrael certainly getting one hell of a caller for his first open challenge. It's very ominous as he makes his way to the ring here. Almost like playing funeral music. Might be someone's funeral. Will it be Azrael's opponent's? Or will it be his, though? So here we go. His opponent, none other than Mr. Money in the Bank, the pride of Scotland, Jacob Ziegler. We got to give this, this entrance its due. What a good theme. Jacob Ziegler, ladies and gentlemen, certainly has had a new attitude about himself, and it paid off last week when he finally got his first win of the season, knocking off Willis Moon. Jacob Ziegler beat Willis Moon so bad that Willis actually kind of had a bit of a psychotic break. Ziegler looking to try to finally get some wins together. Kicking up the challenge a bit more in the form of the 2-time international champion, tag team champion, CMV Vet, and Azrael. Ziegler does have that Money in the Bank briefcase that guarantees him a world championship opportunity anytime, anywhere that he would like to cash it in. But with the news that Bison is back and will be taking on Hayden at Validation for the title, Ziegler, if he was thinking about cashing in anytime soon, might rethink that. Ziegler has also been debuting that nasty new maneuver of his, the Claymore, out of the corner where he basically just shoves his boot down his opponent's throat. See if he can get that off on Azrael here, secure himself another win with Big Boa. Will get a pretty tasty victory for himself. Ziegler doing a little bit of a prayer there, something I'm not sure. Irish whip down to the corner. I mean, just look at if Ziegler treated his best friend, Shane Scott, the way that he did, how is he going to treat someone he doesn't care about? And Azrael, but not a great way to start. Whipped into that corner. Obviously doing some damage. Ziegler rolling around on the canvas in agony. Now an arm dragged up by the Scotsman to battle back. Oh! Just letting go. Nothing says I don't really give a fuck about you more than going for a suplex and just letting go. Like, nah, never mind. I changed my mind. I don't want to hit this move. Just going to throw you. Irish whip now and a knee to the chest. And a kick to the chest. Goodness gracious. Down on one knee and a firm slap right across the face. If there was any doubt and anybody watching that, you know, Ziggler might have a little bit of respect for Azrael here. Oh, there you go. And now gloating as he has Azrael trapped. Knee to the back of the Boa's head. Maybe, oh, snake eyes! Azrael gonna get a... Oh, man, Azrael's getting torn a new one right now, guys. Look at those versatile knees. Well executed, just digging into that chest. Finally, I was about to say a reversal by Azrael here. A little bit of life. And a tweet here, guys. Our first tweet of the night coming from Paul Heyman that says, I brought Bison to Fusion because Genesis already has a monster claiming the land. It's Bison's time to claim Fusion. Yeah, Bison, Paul Heyman's first ever client here in CMV. And now the Beast is back. Try and finally win the big one as he climbs up to the second rope. There's Azrael there for a cheeky little elbow drop across the face. Now grabbing Ziggler by the ears as they stand toe-to-toe. Azrael starting to dominate a little bit himself. Just as I say that, Ziggler going to drop a knee down to the top of the big asshole's head. And that freaking beautiful Tiger Bomb into the pin, too. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. God, I love a good Tiger Bomb. Irish whip now. Rebounds. Frogman's carry overhead. No, a lot of people were thinking that it might be Ziggler who took on Hayden at Validation, but Ziggler just seems... Wait a minute, oh, the crossface out of nowhere, but unfortunately for Ziggler, a little bit of bad positioning on his part as Azrael gets an immediate rope break. It seems like Ziggler has just... He hasn't spoken in weeks. Seems like he's just so laser focused. I don't know why he exited the ring right there. Got back in and pinned for a 1 count. He's so laser focused on just trying to get some wins. Now, he doesn't even care about Hayden in the World Championship right now. Just cares about getting in that ring and beating some motherfuckers up. Oh, look at that. Wrong time to talk, though. Ziggler's like, nah. Punch right to the face. And now a stalling suplex. The legs kicking by Azrael. Strength on display by the Pride of Scotland. One-handed 2 before finally dropping him. Uh-oh, we got to get some dirty heel tactics, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Ziggler putting his feet on the middle ropes. Referee Murphy doesn't see it, but luckily Azrael's a big dirty heel himself. Knows all the in and outs. Suplex neckbreaker. Seated position as Azrael cinches in a neck crank now. You're just an old bastard, Dumble. Slowing things down. Boa is definitely a more of a brawler, a more technical wrestler who would love to keep things slow, keep Ziggler grounded. Ziggler, a very well-rounded competitor. Hard to hit, most definitely, but can surprise you with some moonsaults here and there from time to time. What a spine buster! Shades of Ziggler's good friend, Hall of Famer Paul Anderson. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Got a little bit overzealous myself right there. Ziggler now shooting in. Puts Azrael back down on the mat for some more knees to the chest. Just digging in. Over. Might collapse a lung. Look at this now. This is the new mean side. He's always been a bastard, but now Ziggler's just a motherfucker as he's digging. Look at this, man. This isn't a ballroom brawl, Ziggler. This isn't an MMA fight. And look at that. Jesus, Ziggler's just cracked. Bam! Big forearm smash right to the side of the head. And now Ziggler went for something. Might have gone for another crossface, but Azrael able to counter. Oh my God. And now the Boa might have a big win in his sights, but Ziggler takes it right back. Gonna go for another stalling suplex too. What up, Bay? The love of my life, Bateman. Tertiary main event here as Ziggler has just countered a finisher attempt by Azrael and dropped him with another stalling suplex. Stomped down onto that face with no regard for Azrael's well-being. And look at these knees, mama. Guacamole, dude. Jesus. A normal man would have been knocked out long ago in this match. Azrael, I don't know how he's conscious. Oh, Ziggler with the boxplex. Shout out paying homage to his girlfriend, Kitty Quinn Bell. And that gets the 3 count, too. Ziggler puts down Azrael using the boxplex. Another win for the Scotsman. Ziggler celebrating that victory. Azrael back to his feet. Azrael looking to get some payback after the match, but Ziggler saw it coming. The wherewithal by Ziggler, the veteran instinct, sends Azrael running for the hills. Says, get the hell out of here, motherfucker. Ziggler victorious and deflects the post-match attack attempt. So Azrael not only beaten there, but then embarrassed by the Scotsman. And when you embarrass Azrael, well, as we've known in the past, he's not one to usually let things go rather quickly. Shh, Josh. Shh. I messed up. I'm going to have to talk to you afterwards. But here we go. It is co-main event time, ladies and gentlemen. As we're about to see if Damian can go to 13-0. The Gargoyle of Destruction tonight stacked up against the debuting Coach Dave Daniels. Of course, a poll on the website this week asked who you would like to see Damian take on next week. Who you would like to see challenge Damian's unbeaten streak. Of course, granted that he beat us here. I'm not taking anything away from Double D. He very well may. But it's looking like if Damian can defeat Dave Daniels, then next week he will battle Bloody Justice is the one that the fans have chosen out of he, Rubik, and Logan Hale. That would certainly be an interesting showing, Damian and Bloody Justice. Of course, still to come, guys, our main event, Travis King and Chris Diamond battling Johnny Columbus and Paul Devine. But here comes the monster. The 7-foot-tall beast, the Gargoyle of Destruction, with the news that Bison is back here on Fusion and that he'll challenge Hayden for the gold at Validation. I can't help but to think of so many dream matches, and Damian and Bison is most definitely one of them. Wishful thinking over here. Nobody has been able to last longer than 5 minutes with Damian. He has completely wrecked, crushed, torn apart, dominated everybody put in front of him. And nobody has been able to kick out of that virus slam to date. Damian, guys, is still set to go one-on-one with Shanaz Andoni at Validation in 2 weeks' time, but still no word on Andoni's condition after what Damian did to him 2 weeks ago, virus slamming him onto the roof of a limo, taking Shanaz out of the King of the Ring. I mean, Andrew Briggs really has Damian to thank, because to think if Damian had not taken out Shanaz, then Andrew Briggs wouldn't even have gotten the chance to qualify for King of the Ring, and he obviously wouldn't have won it. And here we go. The Gargoyle of Destruction set to go head-to-head. Oh! The coach coming out on a quad here. That's one way to make an entrance here in CMV. Dave Daniels, of course, did have a matchup about a month and a half ago, tag team match which he lost, but this is his singles debut, his first fusion matchup. Now, even Damien getting out of the ring there. Don't want to be mowed over by a quad. Coach Dave Daniels looks to become the first man to defeat Damien. Give him a couple of tips, a couple of lessons in the ring tonight. Very eccentric guy. All right, here we go. Will Damien go to 13-0, or will Dave Daniels be the 1-12-1? We're about to find out as Murphy rings that bell right out of the gate. Collar and elbow tie up, and Dave Daniels surprisingly takes the advantage. Of course, he's a wrestler through and through and through. College All-American, so Damien's got to be careful not to take this fight to the canvas with Dave Daniels. He's got to get out of this this back and forth game here. Well, right now, Damien taking a hold of Dave Daniels' arm, tripping him up, too. That's just the power advantage, though, of Damien. The size, the weight that he can throw around. Dave Daniels is a jacked guy, but he's also small. Shorter end, the cross-legged fisherman buster there by Damien. Gonna turn things around real quick as the gargoyle of the destruction with an Irish whip out onto the apron goes Daniels. Looks to bring him back in, but Daniels with a forearm smash and a springboard senton, too. Throws him back down to the mat. Early pin attempt. It gets a 1 count. Not so cubic. A tweet from Rubik saying, so that's where Jefferson's quad went. Yeah, I guess Dave Daniels stole it. Back into the ring. Damien moving slow as hell, though. That allows Dave Daniels to try to take advantage. Wow. Wildly missed that Enzu Lariat attempt. Oh, mamma mia. Ooh, nice side kick by Double D. I'm liking Dave Daniels so far, guys. Kick to the chest, showing that he's a good striker as well. Kick to the midsection, now takes a hold of the arm. Little walk, watch out Murphy. Look at Daniels go. Taking the monster down with an arm drag from the top rope. Oh, but it all comes falling down. Elbow to the midsection, and now Dave Daniels going up high. Look at the power of Damien pressing up Daniels, the military position. Holy shit, man. That's one of the most impressive things I have ever seen. And now another cross-legged fisherman buster to boot. Damien spitting out that or very well maybe blood. I certainly hope it's not. Oh, good God. Looking to just snap off Dave Daniels' head as he smushes him into that top turnbuckle. Daniels, though, still fighting. Still has some in the tank as he pulls on those trousers for a throwback pile driver right there. There's a shoulder glove doom being applied now by Daniels. Damien brought up to his feet. Daniels with a snapmare puts the beast into a seated position in a side headlock. Like I said, a wrestler through and through. Daniels knows that his advantage is on the canvas. But unfortunately for him, Damien doesn't want to stick around down there for too long. Kick to the gut, ties up the arms, and a cutthroat slam. Looks like it's coming in the future of Daniels. There we go, right to the mat. Damien's not done. Wraps that big meaty claw around Daniels' throat all the way up and back down again. Chokeslam from the deepest depths of hell. You think Damien's through, but he most definitely is not. Now a deadlift powerbomb. My God. Daniels on spaghetti legs. Damien knows it, seeks to finish the match off, but a spear by Daniels after countering whatever Damien attempted there. And Daniels in the corner, hyping himself up. He wants to be the first man to defeat Damien. And he is, I think, closer than anybody may have been yet. I think this is definitely the longest matchup that Damien's had in his CMV career so far. I'm pretty sure we passed 5 minutes. Daniels giving the big man a run for his money. Throwing him overhead. Oh my God, guys. Dave Daniels lining up the shot. The coach with a fall-away slam. Damien's got to be well over 300 pounds. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Dave Daniels closer than anyone has ever been right there to defeating Damien. Now a backflip. Dave Daniels full of surprises. The coach now with a clothesline. Military press. Look at the power by him. Rebounds not just once, right over the body, twice for a big splash down on the spine. Another springboard moonsault by Double D. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Damien is in big time trouble, man. He's got to make a reversal like that right there. But Dave Daniels just sends it right back at him. And another stump pile driver countered that time by the Gargoyle of Destruction, who sits and prays, looks to regain some dark energy. Dave Daniels to his feet. Might not even know where the hell he is. Clothesline. Gonna squash him like a bug in the corner. Now up on the shoulders for a snake eyes. Big Damien rebounds, catching some speed for a big boot. And another time as he drops the leg. Damien in the corner. That's a good point. The longer a match goes, that's why Damien tries to finish his matches also quick, because he's such a big guy. His cardio game isn't exactly superb. The longer this goes, the more it's going to benefit Dave Daniels. You can see that Damien's gassed. That brain chop right there. But Dave Daniels fights right back. Hooks the tree trunk of a leg. One of Damien's legs might be bigger than Dave Daniels' whole body. Soccer ball kick attempted, but unfortunately does not pay off. Back and forth they go. Tit for tat reversal fest ensuing. The reach advantage most definitely for Damien here in this match. It was Daniels. Might have just cost himself. Choke bomb. And now Damien to the back of the head. Virus slam. Nobody has been able to kick out of this to date. 1, 2, 3, and not tonight either. Damien goes to 13-0. Wow. Gotta give props to Dave Daniels there, guys. No doubt about it. He took Damien to the limit. Most definitely Damien's toughest challenge to date, but still, even besides that, in the end, the Gargoyle of Destruction goes to 13-0, remains unbeaten in that Virus Slam, continues to be the most devastating maneuver in CMV today. If Shanaz Andoni can come back, guys, if he can fight through the pain and make it to validation, well, he'll have to contend with that. All right, here we are. It is main event time for Monday Night Fusion number 108, episode 410 overall of Monday Night Fusion. As we are about to get a taste of what's coming our way in 2 weeks' time at Validation, Team King, Team Divine, that huge 8-man elimination tag team matchup. King and Diamond taking on Columbus and Divine here. Been a back and forth night between the two teams. At the top of the show, Logan Hale was able to secure a win, but then just a while ago, Harvey Hastings split to Kelly thanks to the assist from Mason Ross, his bodyguard. Now it's time to see who steals the momentum. Take it into that first of the big, just 2 weeks' time. This Friday, guys, by the way, I'm doing a double. I will not be streaming Reality Wrestling tomorrow because Cop has to do a double of Unmatched and Ferocity. So I will be doing a double of Reality Wrestling and Genesis on Friday. So it won't be live tomorrow, double Friday. Just an FYI. And here's a tweet, guys, from Jack Dial-Up. Says, I know I've been kicked out of the Ballers Club, but I am not done with Diamond yet. I am leaving the Ballers Club, but I am taking Coach with me because pros always stick together. Also, Jack Dial-Up taking Dave Daniels with him out of the Ballers Club. We just saw Dave Daniels certainly put up one hell of a fight against Damien, but in the end, take the L as here comes the perfect specimen, ladies and gentlemen. Donning some new rags as the former world champion has been embroiled in a bitter rivalry with Paul Devine these past couple of months. Huge battle between both men's teams last week. After that 2 out of 3 falls match between Hayden and Paul Devine, Travis King would rush the ring, attack the Asian Sensation along with Chris Diamond, Harvey Hastings, and Matt Devious, but then Divine's team would come to the rescue. We just get a huge brawl. In the end, everybody besides King and Divine were laid out unconscious around the ring before King and Divine could tear into each other again. Security would finally show up and tear them both apart. It all comes to a head at Validation, though. King's team, Divine's team. And a tweet here, guys, from Jay Davis. Says, good news, peeps. I was told that my surgery and such, after my surgery and such, I'd be returning to in-ring action next month. So, Briggs, I'm coming for you and my belt. Of course, Andrew Briggs this past Sunday winning King of the Ring. Yeah, he gets a future world championship shot, but don't forget that he's the current light heavyweight champion. Last time we saw Jay Davis was at Requiem when he lost his title in that fatal 4-way elimination match. You have not posted Genesis yet, Elvis. Now here comes the Baller, baby. The former Rising Star champion and Chris Diamond. Look at where does Diamond get these made, dude? That's pure gold. I want to know where Diamond shops. I definitely don't have enough money to, shop where he shops, but I'm just curious as to where the hell it is. Now you can get custom threads like that. And that's just what a baller does, though, I guess. Uses up our firework budget, too. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough in my pockets to afford that Diamond merch right there. The Baller ready for action here in his first CMV main event. Diamond certainly still reeling after this past Sunday where he lost out first round to this man, his bitter rival, and Johnny Columbus, man, what a show. And I gotta give Columbus props, man. He truly surprised me in the King of the Ring tournament. Got past Diamond first round and then gave Andrew Briggs one hell of a fight in the semis. Certainly earned a real fan in me, did Johnny Columbus during King of the Ring. And even though he fell out, Columbus got to be feeling real good after getting one up over Diamond. Looks to do it again here in our main event. His tag team partner can't really ask for a better partner than this man, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, Japan's biggest export, the 3-time world champion and the 4-time tag team champion, the one and only Paul motherfucking Divine. I don't know what happened to the update. I think messed up like theme transitions. Because it did it with Azrael earlier too. It didn't go into The Rock, and now it's doing it for Divine. It didn't go into RVD's. It's weird. Either way, Divine started off the season rough by losing his world championship inside of the Elimination Chamber, but we know he's on the hunt to reclaim what he still believes is his. But first, he's got to get past Travis King. Twice this season, Divine has put down the perfect specimen and one-on-one competition. Remember, last season, man, Travis King was a force to be reckoned with. Only took one loss the entirety of the season. That was to Harvey Hastings, who he chose to put on his team for that reason. But this season has just been tough on King, taking loss after loss. Broke by attacking Divine, costing Paul 3 weeks of his career last month. Of course, Divine's coming off that absolutely 5-star spectacular against Hayden. Last week's main event, the 2 out of 3 falls. He did take the loss. We're looking to bounce back here as Murphy rings that bell and our main event gets underway, folks. Going to be Travis King start things off against Johnny Columbus. As King's going to take the young hopeful down with that wrestling slam. Now a side of headlock by King, but Johnny into a head scissors going to show him how it's done. Keeping him locked in place, wrenching as well, making it hard for King to breathe. Let's go. Both men back to their feet, collar double tie up again, and King going to overpower Columbus here as he pushes him to the corner. King, no doubt, the strongest man of all 4 of these competitors. Certainly the meanest as well. Back to the collar double, but look at this. Now it's Johnny Columbus who pushes King into the ropes. Are we going to get another clean break here between these two? We are. Whoa, what's King doing? He's reaching out. Like, no, come back. Now, pump handle toss. Nearly chucking him out of the ring. Face to face they stand as Johnny Columbus pulls off an arm drag. Chris Diamond on the apron for King, while Paul Divine clapping, cheering on Columbus here. Obviously, Divine has seen what many others have this season as well, as that Johnny Columbus could very well be the future of this show. Look at that rope-assisted Falcon Arrow. That's used in the ring as a weapon. The former world champion now Irish over to the corner. Tag to Chris Diamond, showing that they know how to work together. Putting Johnny Columbus up on the top. What the hell is this? It's a double back suplex. Oh, man, the way that Columbus landed just made my neck hurt. Now Diamond looks to get back at Columbus for the King of the Ring as he snaps the arm over the knees. Up to that second turnbuckle, the former Rising Star champion with a Phoenix Splash. Showing us that he's more than just fancy looks. Look at those freaking tights though, man. My God, just pure gold. Has Johnny trapped in a Rings of Saturn submission hold now. Looking for the tap out, but Columbus going to have absolutely none of it with a trio of elbows to the side of the head. Going to break himself free from Diamond's grasp before he's forced to submit. Now punch to the chest and a kick to the leg and a break the neck foundation too. Coming out of nowhere by Diamond. Johnny Columbus has felt that sting on many occasions, but here with a jawbreaker, he is far from done. Snap suplex to take down Diamond. Looks to make the tag to Paul Divino, and he does. The team captain coming in. Gonna get his hands on Chris. Certainly wants to face off against Travis. You see Diamond trying to get over there for the hot tag. He is a long way from home, though. Knee up under the chin, gonna take down the cheeky Asian sensation as Diamond goes to work on the legs. Smart tactic there by Chris. Paul Devon is a frequent flyer, loves to take risks, and also uses his legs a lot for those nasty kicks of his. So those legs definitely a prime target that Diamond wants to fix in on. There we got a reel them in DDT. Uh-oh, Diamond lying in wait. It looks like Divine might taste a little bit of that TKO off the airplane spin. Looks like the three-time world champion might be in La La Land. This could be a colossal pinfall win for Diamond, but no, just a 2 count. You just have your phone out in the middle of a field, just one hand shooting your gun echo, the other just looking at the stream here. Because if that's what it is, I love it. Eat defeat sent towards Diamond there as you see Travis King continuing to shout and yell for the tag, but a catchphrase instead is all that Diamond's going to get tonight. Atlanta, Georgia, I'm pretty sure, Elvis. Punch to the gut now by Devon. Reels Diamond into a front headlock, knee up to the chest. Now that high kick to the head gonna ring the dinner bell, but Diamond still has some left in him to pull off a forearm smash. And a breakneck foundation for Paul. Oh, Diamond wasting absolutely no time here. Throwing Paul up over his shoulders. Spitting him out in a second time. Gonna drop him flush for the TKO. Pushes him over, hooks that leg, hastily into the pin goes Diamond to score the win, but again, only a 2 count. Diamond seems absolutely astonished as he now makes the tag to Travis King, sees that the perfect specimen can prey on the remains of Divine here. What up for trouble? Oh, let's all just praise Jesus. That Trouble's back, but I think Divine might have just gone for divine intervention. King was having absolutely none of that. Knee across the head instead. And Paul, man, is in a bad way right now. Northern Lights by the former world champion to the guaranteed future Hall of Famer. Look at Travis turn to Johnny. He's punch in the air like better get. Whoa! King with the tour of the islands. Just throwing Divine about like a ragdoll. Nearly gets the 3, man. Divine just getting hit with everything. King and Diamond unloading every single maneuver in their arsenal. It's not enough to keep Divine down. But Travis knows exactly what will. As he lines up the shot, Paul wobbles to his feet, and it looks like we might have a checkmate. Into the pin in the far corner. Rope break for Paul. King's got to be pissed. And here comes Columbus trying to help out Divine a little bit. Down goes Murphy taking his nightly bump. Ball tie stamp out of the corner coming from out of nowhere. Oh my God. Now Paul looks to have Travis King's number for a 3rd time with the 24th punch. Grabs that leg. What a steal this would be. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Divine, though, looks to continue on the roll that he's on. Couple of forearms and another catchphrase dished out. I'm sure Hayden's watching this one in the back. Another catchphrase with a smile across his face. Oh, he's cheering on his ex-gen brother as Divine says, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I'm Ace's brother. Turns back now. Travis King looking over the lights and Divine adding insult to injury as he presses his boot to King's throat. Both these men can most certainly use a win. But Divine looks to make sure it's him that goes home with the bigger paycheck. 24th punch gonna bust King wide open, but Divine ended up going for the pin. That is a monumental mistake by Divine, if you ask me, to not go for a pin when such an opportunity presents itself. But spiked is King right there with that Hurricanrana DDT. Johnny Columbus busy showing off his 18-inch pythons right there, as King now bloodied and bruised, but not done yet. Clothesline gonna mow over Divine. Another one. Ducks Divine's last-ditch effort. Caution to the win. Another clothesline. Diamond's out of it, as King gives Divine another tour of the islands. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Divine got out of that on his own. Columbus was hella slow, but Columbus taking out Diamond. Paul finds himself an opening with a punch up under the gut. Catchphrase a third time to King. Columbus and Diamond continuing to battle on the outside. The baller out cold Columbus. Back on the apron as Divine taking some time to taunt once again, but you can't give someone like King an opening like that. Hot tag. Here comes Columbus on fire. Divine might be done. Columbus got to try to bring this home for he and his team captain. King's making it hard for him. Here comes Diamond back in the ring, trying to distract Columbus here. But the young up-and-comer, the Rocker, taking a look around. Hot tag to Diamond. Columbus was too busy trying to regain some stamina, put some gas back in the tank. Super kick to the back of the head right there. Oh, man. Columbus somehow conscious. Able to push back Diamond. Jawbreaker, though. The baller. Looks like Paul Divine called out Diamond's name. Breaking that foundation. Divine over there talking smack about Diamond's mama. Caught his attention for only a minute. Columbus, though, his neck is intact. Kick to the midsection. Both King and Divine are still down. There we go. Divine finally starting to pick himself up. Oh, sleeper slam by Columbus. That's what he knocked off Diamond with in the King of the Ring tournament this past Sunday. Can he do it here? 1, 2. No, so close, but no cigar. Travis King back up on the apron as well. This tag match continuing in the main event. Monday Night Fusion number 108. It has been back and forth. All four of these men tearing each other apart. All for that big time momentum heading into validation. Catches the senton attempt as Diamond into a powerbomb position. Then into a fireman's carry. And leading him up right there on the top rope. Guillotined. Left out to dry, but Diamond's not done. Spinning soul kick might have cracked a rib. Diamond shoots in, but Columbus a bit quicker. Irish whip into the corner. Tag to Divine, though. Diamond rejects it, and now spears Divine off the apron. Has Columbus in big time trouble. Watch out, Murphy into the corner of King. Looks to make the tag to the perfect specimen, but now Columbus says no way, no how. Back over to his corner. Back over to the corner of King. Charges him, but what an STO reversal by Diamond right there. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Nearly enough to catch Columbus off guard. And deliver Diamond the 1, 2, 3. But Columbus continuing to fight his heart out and prove week in, week out, day after day that he can hang, brother. Look at this right here. This is vintage Columbus with the cliffhanger. Okada roll German suplex Divine back on the apron. Telling the CMV Universe we about to wrap this up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count still. You might not like Diamond. I certainly don't. He's egotistical. He's cocky. He's brash. But you cannot take away from his in-ring ability and his resiliency. Elbow to the top of the head right there. Oh, that reach advantage failing for both men. As now Divine distracts Diamond, and Columbus going to make him pay for that. Into the corner, tag to the Asian sensation. Up to the top rope he goes as Johnny tosses like a weapon. That assisted crossbody. Immediately begins to try to crawl his way over for a tag to King, but instead Divine kick to the midsection, and it seems like we might get a little bit of divine intervention in our lives tonight, folks. Diamond flattened. Paul pushed him over and grabs that leg. Will it be enough? 1, 2. Oh, what? Salida del Sol to King. King's out of action now, but Diamond kicks out of a divine intervention. Now he's getting these knees delivered right up to the side of the head, though, busted open. Divine says, you want more? I got more for you, kid. Diamond, though, fights back. Elbow to the chest attempted. They're just deflecting each other's kicks, punches, chops, tip for tat, reversal fest ensuing. It's 1999 up here. 24th punch out of nowhere. Diamond out cold. Hooks the leg with King still down. 1, 2. What? Okay, I'll say that one. That one's possible, all right, because Divine didn't get to the pin right away. I think Divine's trying to make a tag, but Columbus not looking too great out there on the apron, barely hanging on. Diamond pushing through the pain, fighting as much as he can, but Divine just meeting him at every corner. Looking for the tag again. This time he'll get it. But meanwhile, Diamond uses the opening to make that hot tag to King. And here comes the perfect specimen. Mowing over Columbus. And again. And a third. No counter the third time by Columbus, who hooks him in the jaw from behind. But Travis sees it coming, escapes the waist lock. Drop kick missed though. Now gonna pay for it. Columbus with a kick to the gut and a coat throat slam. Counters it midway through though, does King. Mamma mia, what a match. Looks for the tag to Divine. Wants to give his team captain the satisfaction of pitting Travis King. Drop toe hold, elbow drop right to the ass. Will that be enough to take him down? Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Nearly is. King is bleeding bad. Blood gushing out of that gash on his forehead. Dripping down his face. Diamond back on the apron. Divine put in the corner, approaches him face to face. They stand, but a boot to the side of the head. Now tossed over with the fireman's carry. Travis King's had enough. Jawbreaker though for his troubles. Divine now shoots in. Michinoku driver. Paul ain't finished though. The man who puts the rising sun with another time stamp boot down the gullet. Hooks that leg. Here comes Johnny Columbus to stop Chris Diamond. And he does, but not a 3 count. Salida del Sol takes out the baller. But now Travis King is left without a partner. On his own in a handicap scenario. Tore the islands a 3rd time. Paul Divine's back has got to be hurting. His ribs, his legs, his arms, his head. Every part of his body. King looking for something dastardly in that corner, but Divine's not going to allow it to happen. Corkscrew neckbreaker. Moonlight drive, baby. And with Diamond down, Columbus on the apron, watching the fans on their feet. 24th punch. Drops into the pin. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? What are King and Diamond? King and Diamond had a couple of cases of Boone juice before this match. Good God. Travis King kicking out of another 24th punch. Oh, thrown into the corner. Divine tries for the tag to Johnny, but Travis isn't having it. Now donning that proverbial crimson mask is the perfect specimen. Divine's not done. Catchphrase a 4th time. Turns to the crowd. Divine knows that he has their support. Shoots in, but an arm drag once again going to deflect whatever Divine was trying for there. As Travis with alley-oop bomb just going to throw Divine overhead. Nearly chops his arm off on that bottom rope. And King with the opening provided shoots in for a 4th tour of the islands. These two just shooting off sigs and fins at each other like it's absolutely nothing. Goes for the leg now, but Divine saw him closing in. Like a shark in the water, he smells that blood, does Divine, but Travis King playing possum lures the Asian sensation in. Arm wrench now, hoping that knocked out Divine. Nearly did, but not quite. And that's the end of this match, baby. Guys, we have a tweet from Harvey Hastings that says, Kelly, you are not worth. No, don't tell me King is about to do what I think he's about to do. The fans on their feet chanting, this is awesome, as King looks to possibly end Divine's career. Superplex to the outside of the ring. Holy shit, man. Another round of this is awesome. Just Divine back to his feet, but now he's going to pay for it. Wrong part of town. Double knee gutbuster. Teamwork by King and Diamond. Divine's fighting him back off with everything that he has left. That's not much. Anyone just had his spine broken if it wasn't already off the superplex to the outside. Referee at a count of 4 as Diamond throws Divine's limp body back into the ring, but not for Travis King to capitalize on. Instead, for a swinging neckbreaker on the outside. Travis King escapes the count, but now he's going to break it. Johnny Columbus just leaving Divine high and dry over there, not going to help him. Throw him back into the ring again, but a second time while Travis King says, break him. King snaps, laughing, smiling as Diamond just dismantles Divine here. He's going to do it again. Good God, man. They are just killing Divine. A third time. Swinging a neckbreaker just over and over and over again. And King keeps breaking the count. Divine finally reverses. Throws Diamond in the ring, but there's King to meet him with a belly-to-belly right to the side of the ring. I don't even know how King can see right now. Look at his face. Divine throws him back into the ring. I swear to God, Divine is one of the toughest SOBs I have ever known. I don't know how he should be dead right now. And still he backs into the corner, lines up his shot, and takes it home with the 24th punch. After all that, 1, 2. Okay, Columbus just utterly failing to help out Divine there. Might have been a 3, but now we'll never know. That might have been the last gasp. That might have been all that Divine had left, guys. Because now King having his way, but no, Divine. There's still that light within him. Still that will to keep on going. To not quit until he's dead. Neck crank being applied now. Very late in the matchup for King to decide to slow things down a little bit. Chris Diamond. Chop to the temples there. Hip toss by Paul. Diamond barely standing. Columbus barely standing. The fans' throats getting sore from all this cheering, all this raving. Tag team warfare personified, as now we get a vertical suplex. Every move here on out is just adding to all the damage to Divine's back in this match, man. His spine. Now, neck breaker now. Things slowing down as King looks for a tag. No. Instead, lords over the CMV universe with his arms raised up high. Yeah, just this is a war. Imagine when there's 6 other guys joining these fellas. Or 4, my bad. No. yeah, 4. The other 4. I'm not good at math, all right? Jawbreaker by Divine. Praying that'll be enough. Maybe it will. Anything at this point could do it. It does! Divine! With that shoulder jawbreaker. Steals the 3 count. Like I said, anything at that point in the match could have done it. All the damage and torment Divine went through in that match to come back and win. Off a cheeky jawbreaker. Holy shit. What a battle. And in 2 weeks, they do it again, but with the rest of their partners. That's elimination. Divine and the young up-and-coming Johnny Columbus shake hands. What a night for Johnny to team with a living legend like Divine and get a win in a main event of Fusion. Divine threw out one last effort with that jawbreaker, and he hoped, he prayed it would be enough to get the 3 count, and it did. All right, fellas, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to do winner again because I got somewhere to pee. But that's 3 winner matches I've skipped. Now, I'll make up for it on Friday of Reality Wrestling Genesis. We'll do 3 winner matches. That'll be a long-ass stream. But thank you for joining me. As always, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do follow me so that you know when I go live, which will be on Friday for a double stream of Reality Wrestling in Genesis. If you have a call and you'd like to join the show, !join right there in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website, !CMV. We'll let you know a little bit more about us. Official CMV _ is our Twitter if you'd like to follow us right there. All the past episodes are on my YouTube channel, which is linked on my Twitch info page if you want to check all those out. So I will see you guys on Friday. Thanks for watching. Love you.